Hello, my dear students. I am Sunita Tandon from Holy Hearts Educational Academy. Today, I am going to explain you through this video factorization of polynomials. So, factorization of polynomial. In this, we are going to do two topics. One is factorization of quadratic polynomial, and second is factorization of cubic polynomial. Our first topic is factorization of quadratic polynomial by splitting the middle term. Quadratic means which has degree 2. So we have to do the quadratic factorization by splitting the middle term. I know that you have done this already also in earlier classes. So let's recap how to do the splitting of the midterm. And it's very important topic of polynomials as either it is cubic polynomial or it is biquadratic polynomial. Every question requires splitting the middle term, and in class 10th also this splitting the midterm questions also will come. So first question I've taken, factorize 6x square plus 17x plus 5. Now how to factorize it? Splitting the middle term. Middle term means coefficient of x. Coefficient of x is 17. So we have to split 17x such that its sum should be 17. So two terms we have to think whose sum is 17 and whose product is product of corner terms. Corner terms means 6 into 5. So two terms we have to find out whose sum is 17 and whose product is 30. So if you find very easily, it's okay. Otherwise, what we have to do, as we have told you already, that you have to write the factors of product. Product means 30. So factors of 30 are, means it is divisible by 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, 15, 30. So you have to find two numbers from these all numbers so that their sum should be 17 and product should be 30. So you can see here the answer is 2 and 15. So 2 plus 15 is 17 and 2 into 15 is 30. So we have got our terms. So our terms are 2x and 15x. So look here, look at the solution. 6x square plus 17x plus 5. So we have splitted 17x into 2x plus 15x. So you will get 4 terms. You have to do pairing. Pairing of first two terms, pairing of last two terms. Take out common from first and second. Common from first and second is 2x. Divide by 2x. It is 3x plus 1. Take out common from last two terms. Common is 5. So divide by 5. 3x plus 1. Now 3x plus 1 is common. This bracket is common. Take out this as common. So in second bracket 2x plus 5. So these are the factors of your px. So next question I've taken, factorize x square minus 5x plus 6. Now we have to find two numbers whose sum is minus 5 and whose product is 6. So I've splitted it, x square minus 2x minus 3x plus x. Sorry, plus 6. So minus 2x minus 3x is minus 5x. Minus 2x into minus 3x is plus 6x square. So now take out common from first and second. Common is x. So it will become x minus 2. Take out common from last two terms. Common is minus 3. So if you take minus 3 common, it will become x minus 2. Now take x minus 2 as common. So the other bracket will become x minus 3. So these are two factors of our this question. Now look here, I've taken this question again, but now with the different sign to make it you clear that how sign plays a very important role in splitting the terms. As I've told you earlier, you have done these questions in earlier classes also. So it seems very easy to us. That splitting is very easy, but it's not such easy because students make so many mistakes while splitting the terms only. As I've told you, the basic should be very clear to you. If the basic is clear, you can do each or every question. So as I've told you in the previous question, the first question we have taken plus 30, product was plus 30. So we know that when we are going to get product plus, if either both are positive or either both are negative. Here also product was plus 6. So again plus 6 means either I have to split in two terms which are both positive or which are both negative. So I've taken both negative. Okay, now look here. I've taken same question. You can see, compare that. But only change is that here I've taken plus 6. Here I've made it minus 6. Okay, now look here how the question is going to change. Factorize x square minus 5x minus 6. Now our sum is minus 5 and product is minus 6. So changes here. That sign of product is going to change. Now when our product will be negative, if one of the number is negative and the other is positive. So as I've told you, the basic rule should be very clear to you. The concept should be very clear to you that when we are going to get product negative, when one number is positive and the other is negative. So look here how I've done. X square minus 5x. Now I have written minus 6x plus x. Look, minus 6 plus 1 is minus 5. Minus 6 into 1 is minus 6. So I have taken one negative, one positive. Also because I have to make it minus, so I have taken bigger number as minus 6. So integer concept should be clear to you. And secondly, that how you can make product negative also should be very clear to you. Now take out common. Common is x. So it is x minus 6. Take out common. Common is 1. So x minus 6. So x minus 6 is common. X minus 6 into x plus 1. So these are the factors. So now the factorization of quadratic polynomial will be clear to you. Now the next topic in the same video we are taking the factorization of cubic polynomial. So factorization of cubic polynomial. Cubic means degree 3. As I've told you that if it is degree 3 means it can have maximum 3 zeros. Quadratic, as we know, were having 2 zeros. Now it is having 3 zeros. So now how to factorize a cubic polynomial? So the question is factorize x cube minus 23x square plus 142x minus 120. Now what we have to do? We have to write factors of our constant term. Constant term is minus 120. So the factors of minus 120 are plus minus 1, it is divisible by plus 1, it is divisible by minus 1, plus minus 2, plus minus 3, plus minus 4, plus minus 5, plus minus 6 and so on. So many factors are there. But generally we get our answer either by plus 1 or minus 1 in most of the questions. So factors means, as I've told you earlier also, what you mean by factors. Factor theorem means that 120 is divisible by plus 1 and minus 1. So whatever its factors, in these factors only we are going to get its three factors. It's three factors because it is a cubic polynomial. So what we will do the trial and error method. We will keep on putting the numbers. So if it is a factor, our remainder should become 0 as I've told you earlier. So I'm going to start with plus 1. So what I've done, in place of x, I put here 1. Okay, if we will get 0, then I'm going to show what we are going to do further. First, let's check that we are getting 0 or not. So I put in place of x 1. Look here, x cube, 1 cube, minus 23 into x square, minus 23 into 1 square. 142 into x, 142 into 1, minus 120. Solve it. Minus 1, minus 23, plus 142, minus 120. Add the positives, 143, negatives, minus 143. So it will become 0. So once it will become 0 means it is factor of px. So p1 is factor. If p1 is factor means x equals to 1. If x equals to 1 means x minus 1 as factor. So this is very clear. This should be very clear to you, this concept, that if 1 is by 1 you are getting 0, it means x minus 1 is factor. If by minus 1 you are getting 0, then x plus 1 should be factor. So as I've told you that generally we get answer by plus 1 or minus 1. It may happen in some of the question that you will not get answer by plus 1 or minus 1, then you have to carry the next trial and error method. But by 1 we have got 0, so x minus 1 is factor. So one factor we have got. Now two more factors we have to find out. Now how to find two more factors? So again, now the last concept will come here. As I've told you, splitting the middle term, also the division and logarithm. So division also already you have done in earlier classes in class 7th or 8th. So what we have to do, we have to divide our px by x minus 1, because x minus 1 was its factor, that is proved earlier. So start dividing. So again, division concept also should be very clear to you. So we have to look at the first number of the dividend and first number of the divisor. Look here. First number of dividend is x cube, divisor is x. Divide them. We will get x square. So our first term of quotient is x square. So multiply x square by both the terms. X square into x is x cube. Minus 1 into x square is minus x square. Now subtraction of algebraic expression. So many concepts are there. That's why we always tell you to make that each and every concept is useful in earlier whatever you have done in earlier classes are useful in further classes also. So we have to change the signs. First, 1x cube minus 1x cube, 0. Minus 23 plus 1, minus 22. Next term is 142x. Again, look at the first term of the dividend, minus 22x square. First term of the divisor, x. Divide them. Okay, when you are going to divide them, it will be minus 22x. So the next term of the quotient is minus 22x. Multiply both the terms. Minus 22x into x. Minus 22x square. Minus 22x into minus 1. Plus 22x. Again, subtraction of algebraic expressions. Change the sign. Minus will become plus. Plus will become minus. First term is 0. Plus 142 minus 22. Plus 120x. Next term is minus 120. Again, the same concept. First term of the dividend, 120x, and first term of the divisor, x. Divide them. 120. So 120 is our next term of the quotient. So multiply by 120. 120x minus 120. Change the sign. 0, 0. So because it is a factor, so remainder should be 0. So when you are getting remainder 0, so look at the quotient now. What was the quotient? Quotient was x square minus 22x plus 120. So now to find more two factors, again splitting the midterm concept will come here. So x square minus 22x plus 120. So sum is minus 22, product is 120. Split minus 22. X square minus 12x minus 10x. Minus 12 minus 10 is minus 22. Minus 12 into minus 10 is plus 120. Take out common. X minus 12. Take out common. X minus 12. So x minus 12 is common. X minus 10 is other factor. So total three factors we have got. So this was our px. First, x minus 1 we have got by trial and error method. Second is x minus 10. Third is x minus 12. So these are the factors of px. So this is how we have to do the factorization of cubic polynomial. So I hope that factorization of quadratic and cubic polynomial is clear to you. So I'm going to send you question based on these topics tomorrow, and I hope you will be able to solve these questions. Thank you so much, students.